So in the last video, I issued a challenge that if that video got more than 100 likes, we'll be releasing part 2 of this ranking tier list of every business credit card in the credit card world. Well, you guys have completed that challenge and now I have to do my part and release part 2 of this video. In this video, we'll be ranking the likes of the Bank of America, Citibank, Barclays, and finally U.S. Bank. In total, we have 16 business credit cards to go through, a lot less than part 1, but nonetheless important. And before we start, the tier list is always the same. Let's begin with Bank of America. The first card that we will be ranking is the Business AAdvantage Customized Cash Rewards Card. This is a no annual fee card from Bank of America that earns 3% back in a category of your choice. That includes the likes of office supply stores, wireless services, gas stations, or business consulting services. You also get 2% back on dining purchases for the first $50,000 and then 1% on everything else. It also comes with a provided 0% intro APR for the first 9 months of account opening and comes with zero liability protection, overdraft protection, and travel and emergency services. Aside from that, there's not really anything else that I would say that is significant about the card itself. All Bank of America business credit cards come with travel and emergency services, which gives you protection perks like $100,000 in travel accident insurance, auto rental insurance, emergency ticket replacement, lost luggage assistance, and legal and medical referrals when you are away from home. Overall, it's a decent credit card, no annual fees, good earnings potential, and good protection perks for purchasing items. I'm gonna give it a pretty relatively decent ranking. I'm gonna put it as probably an A tier credit card for now. We're gonna change it up maybe in a little bit. We'll see how that goes with the rest of the list. Next, it's the Business AAdvantage Unlimited Cash Rewards Credit Card. This is a no annual fee card that earns unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. It also comes with that 0% introductory APR for the first 9 months of account opening. And aside from that, there's not really anything else to talk about this card, but comparing it to other catch-all business credit cards, I'd also put it in the low A tier ranking alongside the likes of like the Ink Business Unlimited right here or the Blue Business Plus right here. And actually, given this ranking, I'm gonna shift the customized cash over down to the B tier and make room for that. The unlimited goes here. Next is the Business AAdvantage Travel Rewards World Master Credit Card. This is Bank of America's business travel credit card that is very similar to the unlimited version, where it's a no annual fee card that earns 1.5 points on every dollar that you spend at any time. Additionally, like always, it has a no foreign transaction fees as well as the introductory 0% APR for the first 9 months of account opening. It's got the same protection perks like the other BOFA business cards do, and since it earns points instead of strictly cash back, it's better than the other business credit cards, especially the unlimited version. A tier in my opinion, and we're gonna go and shift the unlimited version to an A/B tier, and we're gonna put that travel rewards as in solid A tier credit card. Wow, the board is definitely getting a little bit messy. Next is the Alaska Airlines Business Credit Card. Currently, there's a welcome bonus offer of 50,000 points plus $100 in statement credit plus a free night Alaska Famous Companion Fare after spending $3,000 within the first 90 days of account opening. You also have the opportunity to earn an additional companion fare after spending $6,000 every calendar year. Additionally, you also get free first check bag for 7 people, which is mildly insane, and also priority boarding. In terms of earnings potential, you earn 3 miles on Alaska airline purchases, 2 miles on gas, shipping, and local transit, and then 1 mile on everything else. Additionally, you also get 10% reward bonuses on all miles earned from the card if you have an eligible Bank of America small business account. And you also enjoy $100 off an annual Alaska Lounge Plus membership credit, as well as 20% off in-flight purchases. This card also comes with the travel and emergency services that all the other BOFA business credit cards do offer, and it has an annual fee of $70 with then $25 additional dollars per additional card at your request. Overall, I'd say that it's a decent business credit card, but really depends on whether or not you fly with Alaska Airlines a lot. I know that Alaska Airlines tends to operate more on the west coast of the United States, so if you do fly with them frequently, I can definitely see this card doing well in your setup. The $6,000 spending cap for the additional Alaska Companion Pass every single year is not too big of a criteria to hit every single year, which if you do hit, you'll definitely make up for that $70 annual fee. I'm going to be doing something bold here. I'm going to be putting this card as a pretty solid B tier credit card. Makes sense. I think it's a pretty solid B tier credit card. Next is the Platinum Plus Master Business credit card. For what I can tell, this is a no annual fee card that doesn't really earn you anything in terms of earnings potential. I don't really personally see the point of having this business credit card or applying for this business card. Maybe if you're just starting out, this is the recommended card, but for me personally, we're going to be tossing this card as probably a garbage tier credit card. It just makes sense for me. And finally, the last Bank of America business credit card that we'll be talking about is the Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards MasterCard Secured Credit Card. That is a lot to say in one sentence. This is basically like the unlimited cash rewards that we talked about earlier that was an A tier or A/B tier. It is a no annual fee card that earns 1.5% back on all of your purchases. The only caveat that I see about this credit card is that it is a secured card, so it's definitely only worth getting if you just recently started your business. We're going to be putting it as our probably a D tier credit card. The secured attachment makes it a very limited business credit card, but as you know, with secured credit cards, after 6 to 12 months, I for sure see that secured part coming off the card, which makes it an unlimited normal credit card. So with those factors in mind, it's still a pretty decent card. All right, so those were all of Bank of America's cards, and now we'll be moving over to Citibank. But I did want to mention one thing about the potential of Bank of America and why some people love their cards, specifically Stan the Man from the Credit Frog. For those of you that don't know, Bank of America has what you call the preferred rewards, something that is also attached to personal Bank of America credit cards. Basically, what preferred rewards is that for each level, you earn bonus percentages on the earnings potential for the business or personal credit cards that you have with Bank of America. For instance, if you're within the gold tier, you'll be earning additional 25% more for your categories. If you're in the platinum tier, it's 50%, and also the platinum honors tier, it's 75%. It can definitely become very lucrative the higher you are on that tier list. The way to earn those tier lists are as follows. You enroll into the Preferred Rewards for Business program, and if you have an active and eligible Bank of America business checking account and maintain a 3-month combined daily balance of either $20,000 for the gold, $50,000 for the platinum tier, or $100,000 for the platinum honors tier, you'll get those tiers benefits. So suddenly you're getting anywhere between 1.87% to 5.25% on all of your business credit cards, depending on the tier that you are in. Pretty neat feature, and obviously if you're higher on the tier list, you're definitely going to be shifting these cards higher on this ranking tier list. Maybe one of these credit cards deserves to be in that God tier spot. Next, it's a Citi Business AAdvantage Platinum Select Master Credit Card. This is a $0 introductory annual fee business credit card that turns into a $99 one after the first year. This is a $0 introductory annual fee business credit card that turns into a $99 annual fee card after the first year. It earns 2x back in miles on telecommunication merchants, cable and satellite providers, car rental merchants, gas stations, and American airline purchases, and then obviously the 1x on everything else. Additional benefits includes a companion certificate for main class domestic travel only after spending $30,000 in a calendar year and having your membership renewed. So you definitely don't get this in your first year. It also comes with free first check bag, 25% savings on in-flight purchases, and preferred boarding. And as always, co-branded airline credit cards are extremely lackluster, and for that reason, we're going to be relegating it with all the other ones as a D tier credit card. Honestly though, this is pretty mid. It's a very low D tier for me. Next is the Costco Anywhere Visa Business Credit Card. Now, this credit card is technically a no annual fee business credit card, but you do have to have a Costco membership, which costs $60 every single year. It earns 4% back on gas and EV for the first $7,000 every single year, 3% on restaurants and eligible travel purchases worldwide, 2% at Costco and Costco.com, and then 1% on everything else. Comparing the personal version of this card to the business version, I don't actually see anything different, and that's really surprising to me. At least add something different that differentiates the two. Some type of business perk in my opinion. Additionally, unlike the Amazon Prime card or Lowe's, unless you're kind of running a restaurant or something in the food industry, there's really no reason to secure the Costco business card. Understandably, I have seen people walk out of Costco with a physical representation of those absurd math questions that I used to get as a kid. For instance, one of those questions might be, Billy has 300 gallons of milk, and each gallon of milk costs $2. How much money did Billy spend at Costco today? Something like that. Anyways, since Costco isn't as versatile as something like the Amazon card, we're gonna be relegating it as a C tier credit card. Not that many in the business credit card world, but I think it's pretty average. It's gonna be a C tier. Next, we're moving on to Barclays, and we're gonna actually be first starting out with the Hawaiian Airlines World Elite Business Credit Card. This is a $99 annual fee business credit card that earns 3x back on Hawaiian Airlines, 2x on dining, gas, and office supply stores, and then 1x on everything else. Additional benefits includes a one-time 50% off companion discount for round-trip coach travel between Hawaii and North America. You only get this perk one time. And the additional potential to earn 40,000 anniversary Hawaiian miles, depending on whether or not you're able to spend anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000 every single year. Terrible card in my opinion. Highly do not recommend. D tier for me. It's a D tier card. Pretty low D tier. I would say it's even worse than the Costco card. Next is the AAdvantage Aviator World Elite Business MasterCard. This is a $95 annual fee card that earns 2x back on American Airlines, 2x on office supply stores, telecom and car rentals, and then 1x on everything else. Additional benefits include free first check bag for 5 people, a companion pass that is only priced at $99 after spending $30,000 or more in a calendar year, 25% off in-flight discounts, and 5% miles bonus, and as well as preferred boarding. We're gonna put this pretty bad too. It's a pretty bad card. D tier. Next is the JetBlue Business Card. This is a $99 annual fee card that earns 6x on JetBlue, 2x on restaurants and office supply stores, and then 1x on everything else. You also get free first check bag, Group A boarding, faster Mosaic status, which is their tier status, 50% off in-flight purchases, 5,000 bonus miles every single account anniversary, and then 10% back on points for award flights. Points pooling, cash plus points benefits, and an annual $100 statement credit after spending $100 or more on a JetBlue vacation package. Pretty interesting assortment of benefits, but at the end of the day, only suitable for those of you out there that fly with JetBlue all the time, and because of that, it's also D tier. Next is the Wyndham Rewards Earner Business Card. This is a $95 annual fee card that earns 8 points back at Wyndham hotels and gas stations, 5 points back on marketing, advertisement, and utility purchases, and then 1 point on everything else. Additional benefits include an annual bonus of 15,000 points, automatic diamond level benefits, card member booking discounts, and 10% points back when redeeming for Wyndham Award nights. Diamond status is actually Wyndham's top tier status that includes things like suite upgrades and welcome amenity at checkout. Some of the best Wyndham hotels around the world include places like the Nobu Hotel, Las Vegas at Caesars Palace, the Grand Residence Riviera, Cancun, and the Beekman Tower in Manhattan, New York. Overall, pretty good hotel credit card. Compared to other hotel chain business credit cards, I'd actually say that it's comparatively pretty good. And on top of that, Wyndham Hotels and Resorts ranks as the #2 hotel chain in the world by most properties at 9,280 total, beating out the likes of Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt. So definitely suitable to also be placing this credit card with all the other hotel credit cards in the B tier for now. And actually, I know that this looks like it's a borderline B to C tier, but I do want to make sure that all of these credit cards are visible. So because it's getting a little crowded, we're going to be putting it like this, but it's a B tier credit card. And finally, the last bank that we're going to be talking about today is U.S. Bank. Starting with the U.S. Bank Business Altitude Connect World Elite MasterCard. This is a $0 intro annual fee card like many cards out there that turns into a $95 annual fee after the first year. And it earns 5x on hotels and car rentals via its travel portal. 4x on travel including airfare, hotels, gas and EV charging stations for the first $150,000 in combined annual spend. And then 2x back on dining and cell phone services, and then 1x on everything else. You also get priority pass access, which is great because it unlocks over 1,300 VIP airport lounges across the world. You do also get no foreign transaction fees, and also there is a $25 statement credit. You do also get no foreign transaction fees, and also a $25 statement credit after every 3 consecutive monthly taxi or rideshare transactions. So basically, the card can pay for itself if you're able to use something like Lyft or Uber every single month at least once. So when you really account for the earnings potential of the card and consider that it's a $0 effective annual fee business credit card with its perks, I'm bold to say that it might be a high tier A-tier credit card or even a God-tier credit card. It's a pretty decent business credit card. Wait, it doesn't have transfer partners. Actually, we're gonna relegate it as an A-tier credit card. Next is the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Business Visa Business Credit Card. This is a no annual fee business credit card that earns 3% back at gas and EV charging stations, office supply stores, cell phone service providers, and then restaurants, and then 1% on everything else. Additional benefits include a $100 statement credit for reoccurring software subscription expenses such as FreshBooks or QuickBooks. I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say that this card is actually a banger of a business credit card. It covers categories that a lot of businesses use and additionally earns 1% on everything else. And it's a no annual fee card that suddenly gives you $100 in statement credit for services that most businesses do use. I'm surprised to say that this might be our first God tier credit card. Am I actually gonna put it there? We're gonna put it there for now. Let's move on. The next card that we're going to be talking about is the Business Leverage Visa Signature Card. This is a $0 intro annual fee card that turns into a $95 annual fee card after the first year. It earns 2% back on your top 2 categories automatically and then 1% on everything else. Additionally, you also earn 5% back on prepaid hotels and car rentals through the travel portal. Other than that, it's not really anything that special. It does have a decent earnings potential, but the annual fee kind of kills the card for me. There are better catch-all credit cards out there that earn 2x back like the Blue Business Plus does. I'm gonna relegate it as a mid-C high D tier card. It's okay. And finally, the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card. It's kind of funny to me that for every single other bank, Platinum doesn't necessarily mean the highest echelon of premium travel credit cards. Unlike, for instance, American Express that has a Platinum card as a best credit card. It seems like every other bank has a Platinum card as a pretty low tier credit card, which is kind of hilarious to me. But this is a no annual fee business credit card that's kind of a balance transfer card. Unless you need to transfer balances, this is a D tier credit card for me. Alright, so before we finish this video, let's quickly glance over everything on the tier list to see if I'm satisfied with where everything is. I can definitely see the God tier credit card as a tier credit card for a lot of people, so in order to not step on anyone's tail, I'm gonna move it as also an A tier credit card. It's okay. It definitely can be an A tier or a B tier or C tier for some people. It's a pretty decent card though. Alright, so I guess on paper at least, for business credit cards, there isn't a clear-cut winner as to what a God tier business credit card looks like. But again, each card is case by case basis. Most of these business credit cards have a reasonable opportunity to be deemed a God tier card depending on how you use them. Anyways, that just about wraps up this video. Do you agree with this tier list? Do you disagree with this tier list? Make sure to comment in the comment section down below so that we can have discussions about it down there. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this video and also the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you again so much for watching. As always, stay safe out there, everybody. Peace. Those of you out there that are new to the channel, hi, my name is Eric. I generally talk about everything credit card related, but more recently I've been making videos on broader financial topics such as these videos right here. The main goal for this channel is to provide informational and meaningful financial related content that everybody everywhere can enjoy. So again, if you'd like to support that dream, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And with that, thank you for watching as always. Until next time, everybody, stay safe out there. Peace.